Hello everybody, welcome to episode 4 of the Digimon D3 series here. So, in this episode we will be mainly focusing on our wonderful D3 device, as we are going to face off against the final boss of Area 2. As you know, in the last episode we saw Mr. Chimeramon. He is a very interesting Digimon, as you know. But we'll basically be sitting down, facing him, and taking him out. We'll have the power to fight him. But yeah, so we'll be doing that. Hopefully it's a bit of an easy adventure. You never know sometimes with this device. Hopefully it goes well enough. We at least have the shaking trick from Mr. Barrio now, so thanks to him we were able to get battling to be a bit more consistent, so hopefully it works out pretty decently for us. Not much going on in this little intro segment really, it's just me explaining about what's pretty much going to happen. So I'll be facing off against the wonderful boss of the area, and then moving on to the next area. So hopefully we get some cool footage of that stuff as well. I was bad at getting footage of when we hit the next areas because of me trying to end off the episode with like a lot of stuff, and who never knows with content and stuff like that. I don't know, it's kind of hard sometimes because this device can kick your butt very easily. It's not super bad. There's other devices that could kick your butt way worse. The detector did that to me a few times when I ran it back in the day. But hopefully we get a bit of progress done, though, in this episode. And besides that, we have Mr. Wormmon here. So in one of the episodes, someone pointed out to me that we got the egg for Wormmon, which I did not even know he could get the armor egg. So if you go into this... go into that, hit the status here, and if we look at Mr. Wormmon here, he's doing pretty well. But if we look at his little Digi-Egg thing, we actually have a Digi-Egg for him. He has the Egg of Kindness, which allows him to evolve into this weird little Digimon thing, which I'll put to the side here, and explain its name right here, and show off its name and little detail information right here, just because I don't know its actual name properly, so we'll use the side panel here and let us tell us what's all going on. But that's pretty much it for that. We did get some Digimail in, though, today. I already unboxed it because I picked it up from Mercari, and on Mercari, they have you review the item so someone gets paid. So once you review it, they get paid. So usually with Mercari purchases, I try being as quick as possible. So I decided that's what I always do, so I'll unbox it, check out, clean the device up and everything, and, have the usual fun with it. But I will show it off, though, since that's why I'm not doing the whole unboxing thing for it. But let's show it off now. We got the D-Power, the US version, actually. So this popped up on Mercari the other day. I swooped it up immediately because it was actually a really good price. So I was like, I'll take that immediately. So here we go. This is the US version, which does mean it can use a little internet cable or whatever, computer cable, blah. If anyone knows where I can buy the computer or make my own cable, or not, blah, 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 sorry. If anyone knows where I can go off and make my own cable, or buy a cable for the D-Power, please tell me. I actually own a Windows XP build that can easily use this cable. Like, I can actually go plug this in and run this program perfectly fine. I already have the disc for it and everything. I don't know where I put the disc, though, but it's probably somewhere in my game room, to be honest. But I do already have the disc for the D-Power, so I just need to find the little cable for it. So if anyone knows where I can find the cable, please tell me down below. I really want to find this cable. But besides that, this is a cool little device. One of the more interesting facts about this thing is it actually uses AAA batteries instead of like the normal watch battery type, which I guess this is more of a common thing as we keep going forward with these devices, is that later on they're going to just start using different battery types, at least for the American ones, because the Detector also does this. I was kind of shocked the D-Power does this too, but to be honest, I don't know much about the US version of the D-Power. This is actually one of those devices that really does not have that much great internet coverage over it, and like, it's kind of weird with how it works. But yeah, let's see if I can pop that out. But yeah, it actually uses some AAA batteries. Overall, really nice. I'm super glad about it. There's some interesting little differences. So in Europe and the other sea parts of the world, or whatever the terminology is, I kind of forget the other parts of the Western world, I guess I should say, that isn't America and Canada. Maybe Canada. I don't know if Canada got this as well. Never know sometimes. But basically, this actually uses a cloth strap instead of a plastic strap. So this is actually a bit more closer to the Japanese version in some ways. In some ways it isn't. We have the whole swipe card thing here. I will try to find a card that swipes perfectly with it. So far, when I was testing it earlier, I just used one of those plastic cards you get from the Digimon card game, and that worked perfectly fine. So, super excited about that. And overall, just super excited about this device. Super excited to finally own a D-Power. It is called the D-Power in the American release. It's also called the D-Power in the European release as well. In Europe, they actually had a bunch of changes with their devices. In Europe, they had 3 separate versions. Version 1 had a smaller screen that's more closer to actually one of these type of screens here. These actually use a bit bigger of a screen, so you actually get more pixels out of it, which is kind of cool. But these ones use a little bit tiny screen, and that was actually replicated in the first version of the European release. In the second release, they actually did get a bigger screen, and then there's a third release. I don't know much about the European releases. I'd like to try them out at some point, but who knows if I ever will or not. It's kind of hard usually getting some of the European devices, to be honest. But super excited that I got the American release. And like I said, if anyone knows where I can get one of these little internet cables or whatever, or computer cables, I think it's 2.5 millimeter to serial. Please tell me I can easily grab that cable and plug it in to my computer and hope it works. I don't know if it's the same pinout as a standard cable of it or not, because I think you can find standard cables, but I don't know if it's the same pinout or not. That's the issue. So if anyone knows where I can find the pinout sheet, or at least knows where I can go and buy one of the older cables or whatever, please tell me. I would love to get one of these. Another interesting difference about this device is the actual pin connector here. So, interesting thing about this is that the pin connector is actually incompatible with the standard devices. So as you see here, the pins are a bit longer outwards or whatever. You see there's more distance or whatever. On the D-Power, there isn't. They're actually super close. So that means if you're trying to connect these devices, they sort of connect, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to get them to connect. You don't get that nice solid connection out of them. And if you're trying to use the stable way of doing it, it actually doesn't work that way. So I don't know if I could get this to connect or not. It's kind of weird. But that's pretty much it. We'll see this later on in a different series. Super excited about this to try it out at some point. But yeah, so later walking series, we'll have a D-Power in it. Yay. Well, I would say later, because I really do want to find that cable. If anyone knows where I could get this, please contact me. But yeah, hopefully I can find this cool little cable here. Because I would love to have that in a series, especially with a setup and capture card or whatever, and start recording that and get that all set up properly. So we'll see this in a later series. We will do all the fun, proper things with the device. So get ready for this one. I'm super excited about this one, and super excited to finally own a D-Power. And at some point I'll try finding a D-Arc and stuff like that, because there is a lot of differences from the Japanese version as well. Like, for example, the buttons here. But let's move on to the actual episode itself, the main focus, the D3. So sorry about the little weird tangent, I just wanted to show off some cool Digimail. I wasn't expecting to get 2 Digivices in this episode and the last episode. It's kind of weird to finally own some of, like, the most wanted devices for myself. Like, I was not expecting this, so it's kind of cool. Was not expecting this. Getting my American Digivices out of the way. I own that and the detector. The detector's in one of these backup boxes over here, too. Let's reunite everyone! Let's see if I can actually reunite everyone. Gotta move a bow rock out of the way, because he's weirdly blocking the one door exit I have for my setup over here. No! Too many things! And I kind of forgot where I put my detector at. That's great. Okay, never mind. We won't show off the detector in this little segment, because I don't know where I put it. But, yep, super excited to own a bunch of the American devices. I think I only have one more American device I'm going to aim for getting, and that's the D2. You kind of have to watch out with D2s, though, because the American D2 actually has a bootleg out there that is, like, stupendously common. So, it's kind of very interesting to know about that. Oh, so hopefully at one point I can get a hold of a D2. Who knows if I will or not. Like I said, they're a bit more uncommon to find especially like one that isn't a bootleg. So, but I'm super excited to at least have a bunch of these devices now. So yay! And I'm probably aiming for some of the European D powers as well, because I don't know, it seems like a fun thing to do. I was like aiming for some of these weirder devices. I especially love these American and like Western. I should just say Western. The Western releases of some of these Digivices and stuff like that, because they have so much more content than their Japanese counterparts. So, super excited. But yeah, let's move on. Let's take our boy. Well, I'm not going to continue with this boy. I just wanted to show off his little armor egg. But we will take our boy and go forward with the adventure. Whee! Hello everybody, welcome to the fun little segments of the sort of randomness of the day or whatever, the little random outgoing moments. So for the first one up, we have a battle with Tentomon here. So we're going to see him immediately go off and start a fight with, forgot the Digimon, Vegemon, there we go. So we evolved to Kabuterimon, and we started doing our cool little shakes and everything. Had to shake it very weirdly, because I was like in a car at the time. So of course, like, not the easiest place to always do shakes. But of course, we were able to easily take him out very quickly. Got the first big ol' hit on him. Took out 3 of his points, because that's the joys of a base level mega hit. He did get 1 hit on us though, so he still got some good power on him. Overall, not too bad for Mr. Vegemon over there. But of course, we went a bit overkill and took him out very quickly. Very easily as well. We took that Vegemon and cooked him into a stew. A stew of joy. Of deliciousness. A digital stew. Absorbed the power and everything. And the next one up, we fight on Snymon, who is a champion insectoid type and an attribute vaccine. Which I did not know he was a vaccine type. To be honest, I didn't even know what Digimon this was when I first saw him. Like, I actually had to go on Discord and go to the Digitama Hatchery, where a bunch of awesome people answered my questions. They also told me about some cool little things about, like, devices I already own and stuff like that. So we'll be kind of exploring some of that stuff, maybe in a later episode, or maybe in a later series, to be honest. Don't know yet. I'll have to figure that out later. But they were telling me some cool things, and I learned a lot. I was not expecting that. So we were fighting on Snymon, though, who is a very interesting looking Digimon, like from his like own art perspective on both of these things. Been a bit overkill though, and took him out very quickly though. Got a nice few good solid hits on him immediately. He's still surviving. But of course, we probably went a bit overkill with picking Alter Kabuterimon for this fight. As you see there, he immediately like took him down in like 2 hits, and that was nothing for this boy. Alter Kabuterimon is a beast. Though, to be honest, we probably already knew that, since in the last episode we had to fight him as a boss, so this episode we get to use his power and use him for good. We also got a little D-power bonus out of that, which I was kind of shocked, because usually a lot of times you don't get a D-power bonus when Digivolving heavily. Usually you only get it like after doing a little bit of stuff. And of course we have a little Digi-Egg event here, which of course is very simple, just mash the buttons and just get on through with it. Which, I don't know if you trust the power bar on these things a lot of the times. I don't know. It's been a bit weird with trusting the power bar, because I've done it a few times and messed up on it. I don't know how I've done it, though. I don't know. I feel like there's certain things about this device that I don't fully understand just yet. But we got the wonderful Digimental Egg of Love or whatever. Get to keep that one for a little bit longer. And then we move on to a cool little event here. It's another little ready thing. We get to start our little bit of shaking action there. Get a little bit of shaking. Shaking the bacon. Shaking the digital stew, as some call it. And we're getting ready. I don't know why I'm shaking so much. And it's Blackwall Greymon, which, as y'all know, this is a Digimon to always fear. So I've heard in some accounts that he can't steal your Digimon, but in this case, it is just a little running event here. We're running away from the Power Blast. Even though we had 4 full fireballs, it still managed to hit us. So I'm guessing you cannot trust the fireball thing. And what shocked me the most is it takes all your D power away. Like, when that happened, I was like, whoa. Like, there was like an audible gasp out of me. Like, just it shocked me so much when that happened because I was so not expecting it. And from that point onwards, I just keep mashing buttons on these things. I'm never trusting it again. Like, that like shocked me so much when I saw that. When that happened, I guess in my brain, I guess it was supposed to be like the detector events, how like when it connects or whatever. But this time around, we did get a Digimental of Courage there. And from this point onwards, you'll probably see me button mashing those things. And of course, we get our first fight with Chimeramon here. Well, not the first fight, but a fight of many, to be honest. Chimeramon kicked my butt a lot. Because with Black War Greymon taking away all my D power, it very much like kind of ruined me for a while there. I like was trying my best to like do anything about it, and it was not working that well. So of course, the first attempt I tried out with Paildramon in a level ultimate Dragon Man type and attribute free. I thought this would work out pretty decently, and to very big surprise for me, it went very not that direction. Apparently, he can overpower my big fireballs. They don't deflect off each other, so they don't neutralize each other. He can just hit me very easily. So I have no protection against him at all. So, of course, next one, I shoot off my own little fireball at him. Get a nice little hit on him. He does have less of a health bar, but still that is a very big concern that he can just destroy my attacks. Like, ooh, that is something I did not know that was going to happen throughout this series, and I was just like, that kind of worried me when I was doing the fight. Because that meant, like, he could easily overpower me. It very much just became a whole, like, luck-based event while fighting these Digimon. And to be honest, I probably should just keep up with, like, certain Digimon at this point onwards. Because I know there was level-up events. So, like, maybe I should just keep up with specific typings or whatever. But, of course, in this first round, Chimeramon easily beat me. And, of course, there's our boy Vmon. And he's going to be a little bit depressed about it because he got his butt kicked hardcore. Which, hey, I understand. I understand, Vmon. And, of course, I swapped over to Armadillomon because he's the boy. He's the one that we started off with originally. And he's been doing me way better than some of the other Mons I've been testing around with. So I figured let's swap over to him and just enjoy some Armadillomon action. Because overall, Armadillomon and Hawkmon have worked out pretty well for me. We got a little village event here, though, and these guys helped me so much. They gave me the D power I needed, and the confidence boost that I've been needing very much, because they also handed me an Egg of Friendship. Like, that was the moment where I was like, I can totally fight Chimeramon now. So, decided to take my boy Armadillomon here, and go for a round, whatever, fighting Chimeramon. Seriously, I fought this guy so many times. Like, I think on that day, I went on, like, a really long walk, and I still kept losing to Chimeramon. Like, it took a lot of walking in steps to finally beat that Digimon. I did a lot of exercise for that day. Like, it surprised me. Because, like, I went out, and then I also went on a little nature walk. And then after the nature walk, I also went on another walk with my dog. Like, I was trying everything to get, like, to beat Chimeramon, and it was not working. There's probably, like, a long list of bloopers of me, like, messing up and dying to Chimeramon. And, of course, this, like, gave me anxiety when I first did it, because it was a 40%. Though we did manage to get the first hit on him, sorry. And that, like, gave me a little bit of hope, but I was still kind of worried, because, like, he could easily overpower me. And, of course, he immediately got a hit on me. Though we do have a bigger health bar on him still. So that was, like, a little bit of, like, okay, it's not too bad just yet. And, of course, he could still overpower our attacks like nothing. So, like, that slight bit of worry was in me still. I'm like... And, of course, I was already at, like, the final health bar. And that was already, like, worrisome for me. I was like, ooh. So, basically, I just put all my hope into this, like, little bit of shaking here. And just had dreams that I could easily do this. And, of course, we got the first hit on him, and that took him out. And I don't think I've ever, like, had the most internalized celebration in my life till that moment. Because I spent a majority of the week trying to beat Chimeramon, and everything just went against me trying to fight him. Like, it was not good. It took forever, and a lot of effort was having to be put into it. Our boy Tentomon has to leave us, though. He's going to watch over his land, which, hey, makes sense. Gotta watch over the little land that he had. He's gotta keep security to the digital world. And of course, there he goes, leaving us for good. And there you go, he does a little wave goodbye, and there he goes. And now we get to learn about the next area. So, of course, it shows up the next map, and we get to learn about our boy, Agumon, in his little digital realm. He's a rookie Digimon, type reptile, and attribute vaccine. And of course, we get to immediately watch him get taken over by the Dark Rings here, or I forget, was the term Dark Ring? I kind of forget. It's been a while since I've seen 02. But he basically gets mind controlled, and so now we get to go through his land and fight. I did swap over to Wormmon, because we get to fight Kawagamon, a level champion, Insectoid type, and attribute virus. It's kind of weird that they changed his sprite a little bit. They took out the eyes off the original sprite, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if anyone else has ever noticed that, but it's kind of weird that they took out the eyes on the D3. Maybe it's a different Digimon and I just didn't notice, but it's still, I don't know. It's weird. I never know. But yeah, I was on a walk because I was going to get some awesome mail for myself. And of course, we take our little Digimon there. We're using the Egg of Kindness from Wormmon. And immediately take him out because, of course, in this little first area, you kind of have to wait till you fight like the Black Towers or whatever. So, of course, we're just going through and getting Wormmon all set up. Hello everybody, welcome to the end segment of today's video. So, we're moving some stuff out of the way, sorry about that. We got the little D-power here, as you saw in the beginning of the video. Sorry, I was moving it out of the way because it was really in my path while putting my arm down. But we have the D3 right here, so we are now going to face off against the first Black Tower of the area. Before I do get on to that, though, I will say there's been some very interesting developments while making this episode. So, first off, I learned that you cannot keep your armor eggs. Well, you can keep your armor eggs, but no matter what, you do always have a chance of losing them. So, originally, my thought was, oh, you lost them after losing a battle, which would make sense. No, you can actually lose them after winning a battle, too. So, I'm guessing they just kind of randomly break, and that's just kind of how it works out, I'm guessing. Who knows? But, I guess that's a fun thing to watch out for. So, we did see it, like, one time in the video today, where it broke with Mr. Wormmon, which was kind of sad. Thankfully, I did show off the whole little Egg of Kindness at the beginning of the episode, because, ooh, that would have been bad. But, so we sadly lost out on that wonderful egg there. Besides that, though, we are pretty much about to face off against the Black Tower here. We are 34 steps away, so it's time to free the Mons of this current area, and then move on to go save Agumon, which is super exciting in a sense. I'm ready to save Mr. Agumon. Ready to save this cool Digimon. I don't know what song I'm singing here. 3 steps. Switches. 1, 2, 3. And here we go. Oh, it's a village. What? Look at all the Coromons! Oh, they look adorable. Oh, I was not expecting Coromon. Oh, they increased our stats and everything. And they gave us an Egg of Kindness. Yeah, that's nice. It is nice to get another power boost, though, and another Digimon on our team. So that does mean Hawkmon does have the power now, which is good for us. So I'm going to go to this next area here. So hopefully that does us well. Well, I guess we're not doing what I was thinking we're doing. Wow, I was not expecting a village. Because the last few Zone 1 areas have been other things. So that's kind of interesting. Was not expecting that. Wow. That kind of just made this episode very short, or the little ending segment very short. So can we, like, appreciate how adorable that Coromon sprite was, by the way? That is so adorable. Oh, man, I love the American sprites. I'm going to say that right now. The American sprites are probably some of my favorites, or the Western sprites, I should say. just for how detailed they are, I really prefer these over a lot of the official Bandai Japanese designs, because a lot of the Japanese designs look really ugly. Like, they're not good. Like, I love Bandai, but they need to work on their sprite design. Like, some of them look really bad. Cough Cough Labramon. Ooh, I always hate that one. I'm talking about the one on the Pendulum Z, because, ooh, that's bad. Like, ugh. But I guess that's sort of the end of this episode. I was hoping there would be something else. I thought we were going to face a Black Tower and have a whole, Battle of the Ages and everything. I'm guessing not. So, we'll keep moving forward, save our boy Agumon, and get all readied up for the next area. Gotta get ready. Hoping this is the Black Tower, because really hoping I'm not facing a boss with armor level parts. I guess we'll find out at the end of the area. Hopefully we're not facing against Agumon, because that means I have to fight Metal Greymon. And I really am not trying to recreate Digimon 02 over here, so. Though we already beat Chimeramon, so who knows? We already had the power to beat Chimeramon, so we probably beat Virus Metal Greymon. I want to call it Virus when I do the video on that, when it does happen. So hopefully none of y'all get mad about that. I'm doing that for anime reasons, so enjoy the anime reasons when I do that. Besides that, that's pretty much it for right now. So, thank y'all for watching. I thought something else was going to happen. Oh well. But that's the first area of this, the first sort of ending point of this one area here. So that was super exciting for us. I'm super glad we did get a level up. So that does mean we now can trust Hawkmon and Armadillomon, which is really awesome because I do love both of them very much. Especially because I've been using Hawkmon a bit more, because Hawkmon has the Digimentals. So, weirdly enough, I cannot get the other Digimental on Armadillomon. I've not gotten the Digimental of Reliability at all. So, we have not been able to do our Submarine Boy throughout the series, and it's super weird to me. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on for right now. So, I'm gonna skedaddle. Gonna go play some Neo Geo games after this, because why not? Also, have to finish editing this video, so multitude of things. Bye-bye-bye. Wee.